I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is a review for Cole, and thank you so much for that. If people want to request pretty much any type of video, review, re-review, reaction, topic, movie topic, pretty much any type of video, you'd request it either directly to my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. Again, I apologize trying to get over my sickness. But the review for today is Night of the Running Man from 1995, which I liked. I thought it was a pretty decent thriller. The title's a bit wanty, because for a split second I'm like, is this related to The Running Man with Arnold? No, it's... I mean, I guess I kind of get the idea of the title. I mean, Andrew McCarthy stars in the film, and he runs a lot, and some of it takes place at night, but it just, I don't know, Night of the Running Man, I think you can find a better title. But with that said, it's actually directed by Mark L. Lester. Yes, the same director who did Commando, Showdown Little Tokyo, Class of 1984, Class of 1999, all films I enjoy. So, this is not an action film. Like I said, this is more of a thriller. And what makes the film work are the two lead actors, Andrew McCarthy and Scott Glenn. Especially Scott Glenn, because Scott Glenn plays a hitman who is just cold, vicious, and dangerous. And Scott Glenn really relishes the role. He does a really good job. Now, Andrew McCarthy, he plays a cab driver in Las Vegas. He's got goatee, he smokes a lot. He, one night, picks up this nervous passenger who's like, get me to the airport real quick. He's like, okay, pal, relax. Minutes later, he gets in a car chase because, as we come to find out, the passenger. Pretty decent car chase. His car gets smashed and crashes to the side. His passenger runs away, and passenger gets run down. Andrew McCarthy sees this. He's like, what the fuck? He finds that the guy left a briefcase. He opens it up, and there's $1 million. So, of course, he decides to get the fuck out of Dodge. Now, Wayne Newton is in the film. He's in the film for maybe 2 scenes, 1 or 2 minutes tops. Now, Wayne Newton, of course, the singer, but I do remember him from quite a few movies. Adventures of Ford Fairlane, which I love, and I reviewed on here. Best of the Best 2, Vegas Vacation. But yeah, sadly, I mean, I think Wayne Newton is a fun personality, but like I said, he's only in this for like 2 scenes briefly. He's the mob boss whose money that was, and sends in Scott Glenn. Now Scott Glenn, like I said, he is the best part of the film. Andrew McCarthy, because I liked him as an actor. I really enjoy him in Weekend at Bernie's. That's actually one of my favorite 80s comedies. And Andrew McCarthy, I liked him also in Mannequin and other films. I thought he worked well as the lead who got by more via luck than anything else. But Scott Glenn, I mean, the first scene really showcases what kind of character this is. Because Scott Glenn, he's having sex with this beautiful lady. She's asking questions. He said, oh, I don't know, you don't want to know too much about someone. And, you know, someone says, kiss me goodnight. And he leans in and he swiftly breaks her fucking neck. Later on, there's a guy who tries to rob him. Give me your money. And Scott Glenn's like, oh, I don't know you want to do that. He takes out a knife and fucking slices his face, including his eyeballs. And then the guy's like, I can't see. And Scott Glenn goes, get a dog. I like, this guy is such a cold-blooded, sociopathic, and Scott Glenn, underrated actor. Whether it be in The Challenge, which I think I reviewed long ago. I really enjoy The Challenge. He's been in films like Firestorm, and Backdraft, and so it was fun to see Scott Glenn in this kind of role. He worked out really well in it. I mean, sometimes certain characters do certain things and you question it. Like, sometimes I wonder how Scott Glenn knows where Andrew McCarthy is going. Because, like, okay, this is Las Vegas. This is, I'm sure, a lot of planes and trains the person could get onto. But Scott Glenn was lucky enough to get to this one train and ask for the name. And then Andrew McCarthy was so stupid that he used his real name. Again, you would think someone's on my ass, I'm going to use a fake name. No, he uses his real name. And thankfully Scott Glenn was there for then the lady to go, oh yeah, he's on this train, he's going to blah blah blah. And then on that train there's a lot of stops along the way. But Scott Glenn knew the exact spot, the exact stop that Andrew McCarthy would get off of. I mean, yeah, he does this whole dialogue where, well, the last stop is Vancouver. He's not going to go there because he knows he's being chased and he thinks he's clever. But on the flip side, you said there were other stops. How did you know it wasn't stop number 3 or stop number 4? How many stops there are? But you knew it was this. I guess you just go on with Scott Glenn knows a lot of people. Is able to make a lot of phone calls. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll let that go. A lot of movies do that. I'll let that one go. The one, though, that's confusing is at one point Andrew McCarthy gets to L.A. and there's another guy that works with Scott Glenn, played by John Glover. Now, for those who don't know, John Glover, he's been in a few stuff, including, if you ever seen Gremlins 2, you know the guy who owns the building? And he has a bit of a fun personality in that. He's been in a lot of bit roles. He's the guy who Poison Ivy kisses in Batman and Robin when she first becomes Poison Ivy, and he's like the evil scientist guy. He was in the beginning and in The Mouth of Madness, a lot of other stuff. Well, he picks up Andrew McCarthy, boils his feet, which is something I haven't seen done much. You know, your lead character getting his feet boiled. So, of course, he passes out from pain. But then John Glover doesn't tie him up. Now, to be fair, Scott Glenn does bring this up later, and then John Glover says, well, I thought he'd be passed out a lot longer. Which, pretty weak. I mean, I like the fact that at least in dialogue bring it up, but I might still, you could easily just tie them up before you got your ass dead drunk. And then Andrew McCarthy crawls up and punches John Glover with a dumbbell with the weakest punches. Like, ugh, ugh. I mean, granted, I know you don't want to hurt the person in real life with a dumbbell, but still, it even seemed like very with the dumb. I mean, just the whole scene was a bit wanty. But what keeps the movie going is Andrew McCarthy, and in particular Scott Glenn. Because, like, Scott Glenn is a cold motherfucker. Like, he gets info from this waitress and drops her from the fucking Hoover Dam. Like, if you tell me the truth, I'll pull you up. She does, and then he goes, oops, and lets her go to the fucking death, to her death. Or later on, he shoots this guy, or he stabs this guy, because he goes, you know, the one thing he hates more than a thief is a fucking snitch, and he stabs the shit out of this guy. So, story-wise, one thing leads to another. Anthony McCarthy, he gets healed, he gets in the hospital, meets a nurse. Somehow him and the nurse quickly fall in love, which... wow. This seemed rather quick and rather... Did you even need the nurse? Like, did you even need a little love story in this? Not really. It could have just been Andrew McCarthy and Scott Glenn. You didn't need the nurse, because the nurse, then, oh, get me out here, I'll give you some money, and then she does, but then, like, she falls in love with him in, like, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes, I know certain movies do that, but I just think some do it better than others. I can't explain it in exact terms, but sometimes it's like, what? The actors didn't do a bad job, it's just like, oh, okay. But, you know, truthfully, what I'm saying are nitpicks. They're not things that kill the film. The ending, which I won't give away, a little bit some cat and mouse stuff, in particular in the basement. It doesn't end on a stupid, weird note or anything. I would say, if you like any of the actors involved, you like thrillers where your killer is just a sociopathic, vicious motherfucker. Your lead is a normal guy, like, getting through with luck. Even Scott Glenn admits how lucky this guy is. Like I said, it's a pretty decent thriller. Some people might be... because it's Mark L. Lester, who, like I said, did Commando, Showdown Low Toto, they might be going in this thinking it's going to be much more of an action film, or crazy action you've seen that. It's not the case. Other than the little car chase at the beginning, there's a couple, like, foot chases, but no, it's not fisticuffs and action and explosions. Nothing like that. It's... want to stress, it is more of a thriller, but a pretty decent one. It moved at a good pace. It was for free on YouTube. With the end credits, it was like an hour and 29 minutes, so it went, really, it's 80 some minutes. It goes by fairly quick. It doesn't take too long to get going. Like 5 minutes, boom, we're into it, which, granted, a little bit of a detriment, where it would have been nice to get to know Andrew McCarthy's character a little bit more. Pretty much all we know is that he's a cab driver and he smokes, but maybe a little bit more to his character, a little bit more of his life. Learn a couple more things about him, but I went along with it because I like the actor, and okay, wow, it's not boring. It's definitely not boring, so yeah. Other than a few nitpicks, this was fun to watch. Night of the Running Man. Like I said, you can find it for free on YouTube. Feel free. And with this said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.